meant to be. Your judgments don't define my name. I'm done with guilt, I'm done with shame. This is me, and proudly I scream. No regrets, no apologies.
Distorted electric guitar riff. Any major starts the song with attitude. Drums enter with heavy kick snare rhythm. Bass follows in sync for a driving, energetic groove. 4 bars intro, then cut to vocal with punch. They told me, tone it down, just play it safe. But I was never born to fit their shape. They talk behind, but I walk ahead. I'd rather live loud than play it dead. Don't need your validation, I've got my own salvation. No apologies for who I am. Won't fake a smile just to give a damn. This is my life, my voice, my song. Love me or leave, I'll still stand strong. I wear my scars like battle paint, each one a story they can't taint. They roll their eyes, but I raise my fist. I'm not the dream you wanna miss. Don't need your validation, I've got my own salvation. No apologies for who I am. Won't fake a smile just to give a damn. This is my life, my voice, my song. Love me or leave, I'll still stand strong. I'll still stand strong. Don't need your validation, I've got my own salvation. No apologies for who I am. Won't fake a smile just to give a damn. This is my life, my voice, my song. Love me or leave, I'll still stand strong. I'll still stand I ain't the king, I ain't the priest. I ain't sitting at your royal feast. I build my world with broken bricks. I got scars that scream, not politics. You talk gold, I talk steel. I don't fake what I feel. You chase thrones, I chase skies. And I don't need your alibis. No crown needed, I rule my own. With dirty boots and shattered bones. Don't need permission, don't need praise. I blaze my path through fire and haze. You wear jewels, I wear dust, but I stand strong.
We were kids with fire in our eyes, running wild beneath the open skies. No plans, no rules, just hearts that burned, and every scar was a lesson learned. You had my back when the world went dark. We built our dreams from broken parts. From alleys cold to neon nights, you stood by me through every fire. We lost some time, we lost our way, but some things never fade away. You're my brother to the end, more than blood, more than friend. We've been down, we've been bruised, but we never came unglued. Through the storm, through the bend, you're my brother to the end. I still remember that summer rain, laughing hard just to hide the pain. We had nothing, but that was enough, 'cause we had each other and that was love. Now years have flown like leaves in a wind, but I'd do it all again. You're my brother to the end, more than blood, more than friend. We've been lost, we've been found, but we never stayed down. Through the fire, round the bend, you're my brother to the end. Some people come and go like rain, but you stayed through all the pain. You're my brother to the end. Even time cannot pretend to erase the roads we've run, or the wars we fought as one. Through it all, you've always been my brother to the end. My brother to the sympathy. You never asked for songs or praise, just stood behind in humble grace. You let me chase my wildest fire while you were home building the wire. Now looking back, it's crystal clear. Your silent love was always near. You were the light behind the light, the unseen star that burned so bright. When I was lost, when I stage, but you were turning every page of every story, every mile. You built the road behind my smile. So here's the song I never played, for all the debts I never paid. You were the light behind the light, the unseen star that burned so bright. When I was lost, when I was blind, you kept the world from falling behind. You gave your all without a name. You held me up through wind and flame. Now I stand tall with all my might because of you. Behind the Even if the world forgets your face, your love still echoes in this place. You are the light behind the light, the reason I survived the night. Your silent love, your quiet grace still shines on every dream I chase. You gave it all and never asked. Now I sing this song at last, forever etched in every fight. You are the light behind the light. Behind the light. You are the light. Always the light. I've walked through fire, I've walked alone, with every scar I've ever known. But every mile and every fall still led me here through it all. I held the light, I lost the flame, I called out love, I cursed my name, but still I rise on broken knees with pieces of what used to be. And I don't need to win this war, I just need to feel something more. So carry me home when I can't run.
Woke up on the floor again, whiskey stains and silent friends. Mirror cracked, but so am I, still breathing. Guess I'll try. Last night I said I'd walk away, but the devil knows I tend to stay. Ashes in my coffee cup, but I ain't done screwing up. So give me one more try, one more night, one more song to make it right. I've burned the bridge, I've cursed the sky, but I ain't dead, I'm still alive. If falling's all I ever do, then standing's how I honor you. So pour it strong and raise it high. Here's to one more try. They said I'd be a lost cause kid. I proved them right, yeah, every bit. But somewhere in this wrecked old soul is still a fire I can't control. So if you see me crawling in, don't close the door, just let me in. One more try, one more chance, one more dance without a plan. I ain't asking for a crown, just a stool to sit back down. If I can rewrite the past, let me make this moment last, with nothing left to justify but hope and one more try. I ain't the hero, I ain't the saint, I'm just a man who won't stay faint. So give me one more try, that's all I need. Not for glory, not for greed, just for the man I wanna be. Even if it's just for me. If I fall again, I'll rise with my flaws, with all my lies, and sing this song until goodbye. With one more try. Got a hole in my boot and a dream in my hand. Walking down roads I still don't understand. Bills on the table, rust on my ride, but I've still got that fire inside. They say time moves fast, but pain moves slow. I learn to smile even when I don't know what's waiting round that corner bend. Could be a start or just the end, but that's just life. Some days you fly, some nights you crawl just to get by. You win some fights, you lose some pride, but the world keeps turning on the other side. So I lace my boots, I take the hit, I light a smoke and deal with it. Yeah, maybe wrong, maybe right.
life. Some doors don't close, some hearts don't heal, but the river flows. You write your story with your hands and make peace with what you understand. So here I stand with my mistakes, a soul that bends but never breaks. No need to shine, no need to lie. That's just life, and I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. That's just life.
I played for 10, I played for none. Chased the moon or ran the sun. Built my life from songs and scars. Fell from grace and reached for stars. But every time the lights went down, you were the voice that stayed around. Through every high, through every fall, you made this dream feel 10 feet tall. You didn't need a reason why, you just believed and let me fly. You were there when I was breaking. You were there when I was faking. Every note I ever sang was for the fire you helped me hang. You were there through all the years, through the silence and the tears. No matter where this road may tear, I know you were there. I saw your face in midnight towns. You lifted me when I fell down. Through old cassette and radio, you carried me where I couldn't go. You never asked me to explain, just held the torch through all my rain. You were there when I was breaking. You were there when I was shaking. Every song I ever played was built on the love you gave. You were there through every line, turned my pain into a sign. No matter where this world might tear, I know you were there. So here's my voice, my open heart, a little song to say your part. You were there through all the flame, never asked for fortune, never fame. You were there when no one knew, and I'm still standing here 'cause of you. You were there, and that's the truth. In every stage, in every youth. So here's my vow, forever true. I was here 'cause you were too. You were there. You were there. And I won't forget. ashes on my shoulders, smoke behind my eyes. I walk through broken churches, under borrowed skies. No one left to follow, no road to believe, but something deep inside me still refuses to leave. I've heard the sound of silence when it screams the loudest truth. I stared into the mirror and saw the child, not the proof. But even in the ruins, with no choir, no choir, I swear I heard a whisper, a voice in the fire. There's a voice in the fire saying don't let go. When the light is dying, it still dares to glow. Through the burn, through the smoke, through the lies we wore like cloaks, there's a voice, a choir, still singing in the fire. I never found salvation in promises or gold, but I found something sacred in the pain I couldn't hold. Every scar a scripture, every tear a choir. Now I rise not flawless, but with a voice in the fire. There's a voice in the fire saying stand up now. Even when I tremble, even when I doubt. Through the storm, through the shame, through the fury, through the flame, there's a sound, a wire, that hums deep in the fire. Maybe heaven ain't above, maybe it burns with the ones we love. There's a voice in the fire. It's the sound of me, still standing, still broken, but finally free. Through it all, through the dark, there's a light behind the spark, and I walk through hell inspired by that voice in the fire. The clock don't ask if you're okay. It ticks along and walks away. I blink and years
there's no way to get time back. The mirror shows a stranger's face. Same old eyes in a different place. I chased the sun, I far too soon, but I never tried to slow down the moon. Slow down the moon, hold back the night, let me breathe before the flight. If I could pause this world somehow, I'd hold you in this now. Let the stars wait a little while, let the silence wear a smile. Not to fix what's coming soon, but just to slow down the moon. You said the days would feel too fast, but I ignored you, now they passed. Now every minute sings your tune, and I'm still learning how to slow down the moon. We live like fire, burn through days, but never learn the quiet ways. Slow down the moon, stay the tide, let me love what I can't hide. If I can't win this race with time, then let me lose with you in mind. Let the clock stop just for now, let the weight fall off somehow. Even if the dawn comes soon, I'll try to slow down the moon. All we want is one more breath before we fall into what's next. Slow down the moon, that's all I ask. A moment more before it's past. We don't need forever's tune, just a second to slow down the moon.
opens with slowed chords in D major. Soft electric guitar plays melodic notes with delay. Bass and trace strings build slowly. Drums enter after 4 bars with tops and soft snare.
Another night with heavy eyes. Another day where silence cries. I walk through fire, I've crawled through rain, still carry hope beneath the pain. They said the light was fading fast, but I believe this storm won't last. There's a light inside the dark, a burning flame within my heart. When the world forgets my name, I still rise through all the shame. You can't break what still believes. There's a light, and it lives in me. I've seen the lost, I felt alone, but somehow faith keeps pulling me home. I may be scarred, but I still stand with broken wings and open hands. Even when I fall apart, I feel the light inside my heart. There's a light inside the dark, a burning flame within my heart. When the world forgets my name, I still rise through all the shame. You can't break what still believes. There's a light, and it lives in me. When hope is gone, when love feels far, I find strength in who we are. Whispers rising through the night, a quiet voice that says, hold to me. There's a light inside the dark, a burning flame within my heart. When the world forgets my name, I still rise through all the shame. You can't break what still believes. There's a light, and it lives in me. Cinematic piano plays slow, melodic chords in B minor, soft strings swell underneath. Electric guitar gently joins with clean melodic picking. Let it build emotionally for 8 bars. I still remember